Hi CHW fans and Facebook friends, it's Nikky Chance here with another one of my Q&As. So I'd like to take a moment first to talk a little bit about the Stairway to Heaven match which just happened. Obviously, Chance of Exile didn't win the match. That would be Nikky Chance and Agent Exile. Although, we did have a really good showing. We eliminated 2 tag teams, and I personally now have beaten Executor and Rob Banks twice. And I've now beaten Eliza Raven and Matt Rage, the Interstate Champion. Sure, I didn't win the match and I didn't win the tag team titles, but Matt Rage walked out, and I can only assume he must be afraid of me, or that he's being a crybaby about things. You know what, Matt? You walked out of our match, and I beat your tag team partner, so maybe that title should be around this waist instead of yours. So now, I'm going to answer some questions. Most of these are going to be ones that I've missed in my past Q&As. If there's any other questions that I've missed that you'd like me to answer, please feel free to message me and tell me what those questions were. So I'm going to start off with Luke Larkin's questions. Is the bump on your head the worst injury you've had? So far, in wrestling, yes. Because for days afterwards I was feeling sick, I was a little woozy, I had trouble sleeping because I couldn't sleep on it. So yeah, it was definitely the worst wrestling injury I've had. He also asked, do you watch other backyard wrestling promotions? Recently, I have been. I watched a match by, I believe it's Cassette's Real Deal Backyard Wrestling, and there was one that was like DGW, something like that. Both matches were interesting. One was actually a legitimate backyard match without a trampoline. One was with a trampoline that fell outside the trampoline at one point. Both matches were really interesting. The wrestlers were good. The trampoline was silly. I didn't like the commentary. But, you guys can improve. Your wrestlers look like wrestlers. The appearance was the greatest thing about you guys. Luke Larkin also asked, would you ever get Twitter? Right now, I'm sort of against Twitter. It's just too much work to keep up with my Facebook and my Q&As right now. However, if enough of you fans demand it, eventually maybe I'll move on to Twitter. So, moving on to Damian Rockford. You asked what my favorite WWE catchphrases are, and I don't really have any that I liked that much. I do really like the whole, believe in this, believe in the Shield thing. It's really cool. They're very, demanding, very dominating. Other than that, I can't really think of anything that I actually like all that much. And you also asked, why do men fight the women? And does CHW need more female wrestlers? Well, in CHW, the men, male and female wrestlers face each other because we don't really have that many female wrestlers. We have 2 at the moment, Miniac and Eliza Raven, which of course is a big problem because they can only face each other otherwise. And Miniac, well, she has gone on record saying multiple times that she doesn't mind fighting men, and as long as she doesn't mind fighting men, well, she shouldn't mind fighting me eventually either. Jacob Filiopak asked, would you join CZW? I haven't seen their stuff. Right now I'm with CHW, and I actually really like the position that I'm in there. They are really nice to me, despite some of the situations that I've been caught in, and I would have to say no for now. What would you rate yourself out of 100? Well, I wouldn't say 100, that's for sure. But I'd probably rate myself somewhere in the 90s. I'm definitely talented, I'm definitely good, and I mean, after my showing in the Stairway to Heaven match, who could deny that I should at least be a 90? You also asked, do you have any pets? Actually, if you hear any noise in the background, ironically, it's my bunnies. I have 2 rabbits that are making a lot of noise in the background right now. I also have 2 kittens that run around the house quite often. Maybe in a future Q&A that I'll show you them. You asked, are you planning to keep Chance of Exile going even if you lose the Stairway to Heaven match? Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. Agent Exile is a really good friend of mine, and we seem to mesh really well in tag team competition, so I could see it going on for a while. You also asked, who are you planning to hurt the most? Do you plan on hurting Miniac the most, or do you plan on hurting Suede the most? Suede's already felt my wrath before, and even though I didn't win, I pretty much almost took him out. So right now my sights are set on Miniac. I really want to cause her the most pain, and I think that I will in the future. Libyach, I believe you're a YouTube fan, asked, would you prefer TNA versus WWE or WWE versus CHW? Personally, I would like CHW versus WWE. TNA is kind of a thing of the past, and they're not going anywhere. And as far as WWE goes, there's a lot of people in WWE I'd like to go one-on-one against, so that's what I would like. WWE Jamal09, a YouTube fan, asked, which member of 3MB would you push, which member of 3MB would you drop, and which one would you keep around just for the fun? Keeping around, Heath Slater. He's actually a really good wrestler, and he's just fun to watch doing the whole guitar strumming thing. Drop, Jinder Mahal. He's an absolute waste of time. I think this 3MB gimmick has been good for him, but that's not saying much. And well, for pushing would obviously be Drew McIntyre. He's a good wrestler. He had a really great thing going for him when he first came in, the Chosen One, and they've done absolutely nothing with it. He deserves a shot. Do you like Bad News Barrett, and would it work in CHW? Well, I'm afraid I have some good news. I actually really do like Bad News Barrett. It's kind of an interesting gimmick thing. I didn't really know where it was going to go at first, but I think he's really making it work. As for the character working in CHW, anything can work in any wrestling promotion, ever. Like, any character you have, as long as you believe it and you make other people believe it, it can work. So yes, I think it could work in CHW. Do you think Damien Sandow would have won the World Heavyweight title, do you think Damien Sandow should have won the World title back in October? Easy answer, yes. John Cena really shouldn't have been World Heavyweight Champion at the time, and yeah, I think Sandow definitely should have won. Who was your favorite tag team during the Edge and Christian, Hardy Boys, and Dudley Boys feud in 2000? I'm probably going to have to go with Edge and Christian. At the time, they were the most charismatic tag team, and they were the easiest choice. If it was nowadays, I probably would have chosen the Dudley Boys because I really like Bubba or Bully Ray, however you want to call him. But back then, Edge and Christian. Robert Sassel asked, he mentioned, you are an inspirational person. How old are you, and what do you like to do outside of CHW? I'm 24 years old, and what I like to do outside of CHW, I'm a very avid video gamer. I like to play video games, and that's most of my pastime. I'm very active on social media, obviously, and I like to go on social media, but video games are my main thing. You also asked, what do you think of Batista returning? A lot of people would argue that it couldn't be at a better time. I would argue it couldn't be at a worse. I really don't like Batista. I really don't think he can contribute too much to the storylines right now, and I'm actually really sorry to see him back. Constin Unuts, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, asked, what do you think is the key to being a good backyard wrestler? I alluded to this just a little bit earlier. Believe who you are. When you're a backyard wrestler, you have to know the moves. You have to know who you're facing. You have to go back and watch videos. You have to understand where you're working and why you're working there. And most of all, you have to get the fans on your side. Whether they love to hate you or hate to love you, they have to they have to be on your side, one way or the other. And that's what really is going to make you the best backyard wrestler you can be. JGaming99 asked, if you could choose one of these WrestleMania accomplishments, which one would it be? Headline WrestleMania for the WWE Championship, face The Undertaker at WrestleMania, or end a legend's career much like Triple H or The Rock? Personally, I would like to headline WrestleMania for the WWE Championship. Winning titles is what I want, more than anything right now. And that would be my opportunity, and on the grandest stage of them all. Where else could you get more fans to watch you than that? KWF Wrestling asked, do you think CHW will ever make a website? I've actually heard recently that a website is in development and is being worked on. I assume that at a future time, the website will be brought up and there will be a lot more about it. As you know, they're actually selling replica belts right now of the Tag Team, Interstate, and CHW titles. So I think that would be a really, I think the website could actually get you to those things a lot easier. Also, it would be a great place to share information. Ray Carson asked, just recently, he asked, will this be the year of Roman Reigns? It's really hard to tell so far. Obviously, he's set a lot of records recently and even tied some. He tied for the Survivor Series eliminations, and now he has the Royal Rumble elimination record at 12, which is incredible for a person who's just off of NXT. Is it going to be his year? Who knows? I mean, he's already done really great with the Shield, and now if he moves off on his own, who knows what's going to happen. And what do you think of the New Age Outlaws winning the tag team title belts? Well, the New Age Outlaws, it seemed pretty clear that they were going to do it. Things were just falling way too much into place for them, and that was just how things had to be, I think. I do like them a lot. They bring a lot of energy to the tag team division, and it was getting a little tired with Cody and Goldust, honestly. So, yeah. So to wrap up this Q&A here, I do have one thing that I'd like to do. I would like to extend an invitation to someone. This person has gone on social media and on the new CHW Facebook page, the new CHW YouTube page, and has made a few comments about me. Them referring to Matty Boyle, of course. Now, you said that I don't know what you know. And Matty, honestly, no, I don't know what you know. But as far as me getting anything from you, or as far as me, taking a beating maybe sometime, I don't think you have what it takes, Matty. Honestly, I don't think you have the balls to do it. But honestly, if you really want to talk this through, or heck, if you want to make your move, why not come down to one of my Q&A videos? Why not come down here and talk to me? Get whatever you need to say off your chest. Because you know what? I'm getting a little sick of you sending your little messages off screen or not to my face. Come talk to me, Matty. The door is wide open. Alright guys, that's my Q&A for this week. And just, you can add me on Facebook. Go like the CHW Facebook page. Subscribe to me on YouTube. Subscribe to the new CHW on YouTube. And just be safe. Thank you.